Okay, so this is going to seem a little strange, a little different to say the very least, but considering it's Father's Day, it seems almost fitting that I take a trip back in time if I don't get distracted first. So, wait, did I just see? Ooh. But yeah, no. Man. I don't know why I'm having such a problem with these controls. I'm using an Xbox One controller, like I said previously, and yeah, things are not loading properly to a degree. Okay, so one thing to note right here, right now, is Centipede. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It may, in fact, be my all-time favorite game. I don't know. God knows how many hours in the arcade I spent playing this fucking game. That being said, it's... How do I describe it? The controls are weird. It's like the analog stick is trying to be a trackball. For those of you who aren't aware, Centipede was originally played with a trackball. It made the controls pretty different from a lot of other games. Back in the day, there were a bunch of games that used trackball controls, and they were awesome. And when you don't have the trackball, it's not the same experience. So this is pretty damn close, I gotta say. Sound-wise, it sounds exactly how I remember it sounding. And visually, it looks exactly the same as I would see it in the arcade. So, to branch off from Centipede, and hopefully I don't suck at this because it's been a while, but yeah, so let's branch out a bit. So, to all those fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Like I mentioned before, very briefly, my father died quite a few years ago, and every time I play this game, I'm always reminded of him because this was, in fact, the first arcade game I ever played. Maybe that's why it's so nostalgic to me, but I remember him putting the quarter in and telling me to give it a shot. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I immediately gravitated towards it. His controls... Ugh, damn it. Now I look like a total noob. But I remember its controls were different, and everything about it was so different. Keep in mind, this is, the infancy of arcade games. It wasn't like it is now, or... Are there even arcades? I'm sure there's arcades now. But, this was my first experience with an arcade game. And it lasted quite a while, apparently. Despite me being absolutely new to it and having no idea what I was friggin' doing, it lasted quite some time. And I remember my father just, watching and cheering me on, and it's a really nice memory of my father, let's put it this way. In the later years, me and my father, our relationship would... I guess you could say deteriorate, but, we both made some really stupid choices, and we both said some very, very harsh things to each other. But, where I tried to I kind of tried to be the better person and agree to disagree and, forgive and forget. It never worked out that way because he would play things off like he had nothing to do with anything, and it just, pissed me off. It's kind of where my standpoint on people's attitudes towards things come from, and as I've gotten older, I realize it made me into the person I am now with the experiences I had. But yeah, wow, I'm turning this into a real discussion, aren't I? But yeah, this was my first arcade game. And apparently I still got it to some degree because I'm still alive and still kicking it. That friggin' spider, man. Goddamn spiders and fleas. And a centipede that will not die. But, yeah. So, you might be wondering, what the hell are we doing in an arcade collection? Atari collection, excuse me. Arcade and Atari games. So, let me enter my initials here. Yeah, if you ever see an arcade machine for Centipede with the initials MSS in them, you'll pretty much know who that was. And the score will probably be massive, because I spent hours upon hours upon hours returning to the same Centipede machine over and over and over again and playing that damn game. But okay, so the reason we're here. The reason we're here is to, well, it's better if I explain it. So, one of the things that was interesting about me and my father was, even after, consoles came out, more advanced games came out, everything, we always had this habit, this sort of annual thing we would do, or this sort of tradition of sorts, where we would dust off the 2600 and play these games. Oh god, nostalgia like I can't even begin to describe the nostalgia. It just hit me seeing this again, hearing that sound. Wow. Yeah, this is some great AI right here. Okay. So, me and my father would play a lot, and I mean a lot of Atari games. And one of the reasons for that was that because, well, for one, I got sick of playing Top Gun on the NES because that was like his all-time favorite game. And yes, I know, Top Gun's a piece of shit, despite having beat it several times. I mean, it's not great, let's just put it this way. But it's not impossible, and it's not impossible to land. But I digress. So, one of the biggest things about the Atari 2600 and my father was he knew how to play the games. It was his console from when he was younger that he basically passed on the instincts to play video games to me. And even when the NES was around, even when the Super Nintendo was around, even when fucking PlayStation was out, PlayStation 2, we would always go back to this thing. I still have it. It's still in storage. I will never sell it. I will never give it away. And admittedly, we didn't have every single game for it. I did, however, have a copy of E.T., which I still have. And it's still in the box. It's in the box with the manual and everything. And I did play it thinking it was a good game when I was younger. I don't know what the hell I was smoking. Impossible? No. Good game? Hell no. The irony is that it killed the video game market the same year I was born. 1983. And wow, that was uneventful. This is one of my favorite ones. I love the sound of the ships getting blown up. Man, I can't even concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm too sucked into. I'm too nostalgic for all this. God, I love that fucking sound. I just love the sounds the Atari makes. I absolutely love them. But yeah, me and my father, we would play these games all the time. And I'm telling you right now, this is not the same without a second player. And I cannot believe that's the best they could do for AI, was have the thing just randomly shoot. Or not randomly, just shoot over and over and over and over again. It's like zero fucks given. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep firing. I'll eventually hit something. By default, I gotta hit 2 out of 3 things. Gotta get hit. But when you move, you can time your shots. In fact, I think there was another mode in this where you could actually move with the shots, but I can't. Honest to God, I can't remember. And I'm just trying to keep this like simple, not dive into like let's flip 10 switches and see what happens. Because with the Atari, there were so many different modes and stuff you could do. Yeah, guided missiles. That's probably it right there. There were so many different modes and options and stuff like that. You get the one cart and then you have like 10 variations of the same game, or like with this, like there's a couple of variations of the same theme, but good times. But yeah, my dad, he didn't really understand more complex controls to video games and stuff, and he understood this, and so it was easy enough for us to just sit down and play it. I would never forget how to play. Well, I don't think I forgot how to play any of these games. That's what I say now. Let's see what happens when I actually sit down to play the damn things. But you know, like, it just comes. It's like muscle memory. It just comes back to you almost immediately. You never forget these things because you spent so much time playing them as a kid. It's like most people with their games nowadays. Like whatever console they started with, they're gonna remember it for the rest of their life. They're gonna always reminisce about it. There's always gonna be that latent nostalgia there. But yeah. Wow, this commentary is going absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I apologize for this, but it's just, I don't know. There's something so simple about all of this, but so much fun. It was so simple, so primitive looking, so basic, but it was still fun. Like right now, the AI is not doing anything, but I'm still having a blast. I've ranked up 45 points, and I don't care. I'm still going. I just love the simplicity of it, but how much fun you can have with it at the same time. And give me a moment, because now my cat is not being behave. Damn it! No, get off the... Oh, Lord. Would you please... Please... Little cat, please get off the mirror. Don't knock that over. God damn it. Fucking cat almost knocked a very expensive thing off the bureau. For the 10th time. Yes, I'm looking at you, little cat. What was I saying? Right. So yeah, there was a latent simplicity to it, but there was a fun factor that can never be touched. Let's see what else was here. There were other modes in these games. Yeah, so you could change all this stuff. It's crazy shit. You can even play it in black and white if you want. Oh god. Oh lord, no. I gotta say the quality of this compilation is really nice. There was a children's mode for Asteroids. I didn't know about that. Oh god. I remember that sound. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a grown-ass man, and that's still giving me slight anxiety hearing that. God, I spent so many hours playing. I've spent so many fucking hours of my life playing this game. And yet I still make the same stupid-ass mistakes. Watch, I guarantee I'm gonna make the same dumb-ass mistake. I'm gonna fly right into the field where it's gonna sit. Yeah, I almost fucking did it right there. So one of the things about Asteroids is you never want to move too far. I mean, most people, one of the fun things to do was just to glide it into the field and see how long you can survive. But the reality is, if you want a high score, you really can't move all that often. If you do, you're probably going to get your ass handed to you. Maybe. I'm sure there's people who are better at this than I am. God damn. I love this. I love it. I love seeing the flicker. The sound effects are like exactly what I remember. Everything is exactly what I remember. It's friggin' spot on. It's perfect. This is as close to the Atari as you're going to get as far as I'm concerned. And yes, I've used emulators, and they're not as good as this. And I don't care what somebody else has to say, this just feels right. The only thing I can complain about is the fact that I'm using my D-pad on the Xbox One controller to control this, which is really bizarre. Since the Atari was controlled with this stick, and that's the only complaint I have. But then again, unless you have one of those compilation things, or whatever they're called, those, mini consoles, or perhaps the, what the hell is it called? The VCS thing coming out? I don't even know what the hell that is. Unless you have something that has the original controller intact, it's never going to feel quite the same. So while this is pretty much perfect in every way, it's missing the one thing, and that's the controller. One button, a stick, that depending on how hard you push said stick, you would trap. And I did it. I knew I was going to do it. I was just waiting for it. And now shit's just gonna go downhill. Watch, I can almost guarantee it. Unless I've really improved my hand-eye coordination that much since I was younger, everything's gonna go downhill real fucking fast. Okay, see what I fucking say. It was only a matter of time. I knew that was gonna happen. And that friggin' music, man. If you could even call it music. It's like... Here's the thing, though. It is so incredibly effective. It puts you in the element and sets you up for the game ahead. It didn't require an orchestral fucking symphony orchestra. Orchestral symphony orchestra. That makes lots of sense. Well, here's the thing. It didn't require an orchestra. It didn't require amazingly fancy-ass graphics. It was just the bare bone... Oh, for Christ's sake. It was just the bare bones of what a video game should be. And you know what? It friggin' worked. It all just works. It all still works, crazy enough. I got games on here that have photorealistic graphics, and I'd rather play this. That's saying something about staying power. But yeah, I wouldn't know about any of this if not for my father. And might I remind you, that's the theme behind this whole thing, this whole episode of Context Sensitive, or lack thereof, since this is not really much of an episode as it usually is. But the whole thing is, just looking back, because I was waxing nostalgic earlier, and not for video games, but, my father, I miss him. I miss my dad. I miss, not all things, but I miss some of the time we'd spend together, and I miss Father's Day, and I miss playing the fucking Atari with him. I miss that. I miss trying to get the fucking Atari to work with a more modern TV, too. That was just beyond hilarity. Because they had those damn, what are those things called? For Christ's sake. Those damn, the RF switch, and you had to screw that stupid thing in. And that was just a nightmare to try to do. But I did that for a long time. I want to say I did that with the... Did I do that with my Commodore 64 as well? Yeah, I believe I did. Yeah, I have nothing but nostalgia for the Commodore 64 and for the fucking Atari 2600. Commodore 64, however, is a different story. Commodore 64 is where I really cut my teeth on certain genres of games, where the Atari was just pure bliss. If I ever do anything about the C64, I'll talk in great depth about Infocom and a few other devs. Were they companies or devs? I can't remember. But I'll talk about that. I'll talk about playing through Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the text adventure game, and finishing that fucker. And other fun stories. Realms of Impossibility definitely being one of my favorite games of all time, and that's only on the Commodore 64 as far as I know. If it's on something else, somebody please tell me, because I would love to play it again. Because emulation for the Commodore 64 is not good. I mean, it's good, but it's a pain in the ass. And load comma 8, comma 1 star, whatever the hell it was, that shit just... I want to do it. As annoying as it is, I want to fucking live the experience again. God damn it, I lost. I was not paying attention. I was waxing nostalgic. Yeah, I didn't have that one as a kid. Or my father didn't have it. Or neither of us had basic math. Who wants to do math? I want to play video games. Okay, I had Super Breakout, not Breakout. Centipede. I didn't even know this was on the Atari. This is like one of my favorite games, and I didn't have a copy of this. And wow, from the arcade to this. Then again, I also remember fucking Pac-Man and a few other games looking very different from their counterparts. And wow, this is hard to control. Okay, I'm assuming this also used the trackball controller. That'd be my... Ugh. Friggin' spider! I'm going to assume this used the trackball as well. And that's why it's controlling with the analog stick. Any game that uses the trackball uses the analog stick, apparently. Which, again, is just kind of weird. Maybe it's just me and the way I'm handling it, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel... It feels weird. Ugh. Alright, it's possible this might actually be harder than Centipede, the arcade version. I could be wrong, but so far this is pretty damn difficult. It's harder to hit the target, actually, because they feel... I don't know, less defined. It's the same core game. I mean, I have a fucking LCD handheld of this game. Yeah, that's how obsessed I am with Centipede, believe it or not. Actually, my wife got that for me as a gift. One of my favorite gifts. But, yeah, this is... Actually, no, this kind of does feel like that version, now I think about it. Simplistic visuals, everything's kind of been simplified, but it works. And this works just as well as the arcade game did. Though this, I don't know, maybe, you know what it is? It's probably the way it's controlling is making it more challenging. If I had a trackball, this shit would be no problem. Ugh, why did I do that? Why did I think I was going to be able to hit that? I can barely fucking shoot the normal targets. Why did I think I could get the special target so easily? One thing I'll note is that Spider is like on crack in this version versus the fucking arcade version. But then again, there's less... Did it just track me? It's funny, if you watch the movement of certain things when you move on Atari games, it looks like they're almost moving with you. I think that's the idea, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, wow, this is good. Why the hell didn't I have this as a kid? God damn it, Dad, couldn't you have found a copy? Oh god. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I just totally went into zone for 10 seconds there to try to find my way out of this hell. Holy shit. Yeah, I wasn't surviving that. I think probably one of the dumbest choices made with this version is that they made your character fucking orange, which is the same color as the blocks so far. And wow, I did not do well with that. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh god, combat. I see combat 2 as well. I didn't have combat 2. Combat 1. God, man. I remember this game. I remember playing the ever-loving shit out of this game. This was so much fun. And, yeah, player 2's not moving. And maybe player 2 moves when you get there, I don't know. It seems like the AI in these games is a little questionable. I'm not knocking that, keep in mind the age of these games, but yeah, it's a little... Nah, he ain't moving. He is not moving. What the hell's going on here? Oh, shit. Oh, there's no single player? Damn. Oh god, Tank Pong. Oh my god, the fun... I haven't heard that sound in so long. So, me and my father and me and my brother would play this game non-stop. And me and my brother would drive each other insane with Tank Pong. And I got really good at doing these ricochet Pong shots after a while. I'm not saying I'm that good anymore, but man, there was a point in time where I could pretty much, every shot I made would bounce and hit whatever it was aiming for. Move up ever so slightly. I think if I move up to the side a little bit, I should be able to hit this. Let's see. Well, yeah, direct, obviously, but that was not the intended result, thank you. Wait a minute. Ah, there we go. Oh god, I missed this. This is not how this is intended to be played. But yeah, I remember playing this. I'm playing this a lot. When I mean a lot. Damn, I still missed that one? I love the sound of it bouncing. That sound. It might be one of my favorite sounds ever. It just means imminent death is approaching. Come on. I'm trying to remember if you could hit yourself. I think you can actually shoot yourself. Nah, that's a no-do. Wow. You're just not gonna give it to me, are you? Stop messing with me. There we go. Let's see what happens. As long as you get lucky, you can just shoot one shot and then shoot another one and it bounces directly into your target. Looks like, whoa. In there I almost hit myself. And time's about to expire, so I'm either going to make it or I'm not going to make it. And again, I apologize. I know this is probably a really stupid video for the most part, but I just want to play some Atari stuff and talk about things. So let's see, what were some other good moments? Wow. And that was the hard maze, too. Oh god, invisible tank. Oh god, biplanes. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. And that being said, if you turn the clouds off, it was almost suicide. Because what'll happen is, despite it repositioning you after you get shot, as I'll demonstrate, it kind of pauses things, and then you're in the other vicinity. It is very easy to kind of just get behind the other player and consistently shoot them in the ass. It's easy enough to miss, as you just saw too, but it's easy enough to track a shot and try to figure out where they're going to be positioned next, like that. And you just kind of loop around and keep doing it over and fucking over, like that. Over and over again, like a notorious bastard. And then, pretty much, your brother wants to kill you. Or your father wants to kill you. Or someone wants to kill you, pretty much, because you're playing so cheesy it's not even funny. But yeah, this was multiplayer. Long before your PUBGs and all this other crap, this was multiplayer. 2 players would huddle around the friggin' TV with 2 controllers, and man, they would have a blast. Can you imagine it? Like, it's hard to even fathom it when you think about it. It's like you're thinking in your mind, like, how do we play this game for like 2 hours? How do we never get bored? It's just one screen with maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, with 4 objects on it, grand total. And a set of directions. It's literally shoot and dodge, that's all it is. It's about as bare bones as it gets. But yet, no. We played the hell out of it. Those clouds became a refuge right there. You would dodge shots by flying in between them at the right time. You would wait for a shot to fly right at you and then move at the last second. You would literally learn how to time everything. Maneuver around everything. It's ridiculous. Maybe Combat 2 has AI. Let's see. No, it does not. God damn it. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do here is I'm skipping over the ones I didn't own. I'm sure they're all great for the most part. Okay, to be fair, I had football, but I just don't want to play it. I hated that game. I was not a fan of sports games. Millipede, I like Centipede better. I know I'm stupid, but I like Centipede better. Missile Command is not one of my favorites. I will say that right now. This game caused me way too much stress as a kid. That being said, my father was the fucking master of this game. He was the absolute best at this. He would never miss. He would always hit everything. Even when the game sped up to like light speed, as you're going to see in a minute or two, I'm sure, he was just amazing at this. He destroyed this game. And I always wonder how the hell he did it. His reflexes for this game and Asteroids were like, they were inhuman. They were like ridiculous. And I already missed. God damn it. He used to tell me you gotta wait. You gotta time these shots just right. But even now, even sitting here now, playing this right now, I can't do it. I'm getting too nervous with them hitting the friggin' structures. Once you're out of structures, guess what? Game over. That being said, this game has one of the most spectacular game overs on the Atari, as far as I'm concerned. At least it did, if what I remember is correct. But yeah, he loved this game. He was great at this. And what was that other game? It's an outer space game. I know that says a lot on the Atari or any of these old consoles. It was a game that took place in outer space. You don't say. Like, you know, it's only one of 500 fucking games on this console that have freaking space in the title. Or take place in outer space. Of course, I'm joking. I don't think there's 500 games on the Atari 2600. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking not. But, yeah, what was it called? Oh, yeah, Star Raiders. And I remember Star Raiders, you had to use this ridiculous pad with it. It basically looked like a goddamn phone. Later on down the road, of course, I'd learn about overlays and everything. But I didn't know when I was younger. I had no clue what it was for. It just was sitting alongside everything else, and I'm like, it looked like a numeric keypad, like a phone. Well, actually, not like a phone. Back then, we were still using fucking. We still had rotary phones way back then. We had just recently moved on to like digital pads in some cases. Oh shit! I think I just lost. Wow, I totally dropped the dime on this one. Drop the dime. Drop the ball. What the hell am I talking about? Oh god. I'm gonna lose soon. I can feel it in my bones already. This is where it starts getting like too much for me. I can never keep up. When I was a kid, when I was a teen, now I'm a full-fledged adult, and this game is still handing me my ass on a platter. If my dad was here right now, he'd either be laughing his ass off, or he would just be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Okay, he wouldn't say dude, but he'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how many fucking times do I have to tell you not to do that? How many fucking times do I have to tell you if you have only one building left, defend that building. Forget about the rest. He would always lament to me about that. See, I can't do it. I can't, even as I'm commenting, god damn it. Even as I say it, even as I just said it 10 seconds ago, what happened? Fuck you, UFO. At least I think it's a UFO. You could also shoot out missiles like that as well. I think you run out of missiles over time, though. And here it comes. Wow. That was just as epic as I remember being as a kid. What the hell are these games? I know that the Atari Sports ones, well, some of them, they made a return to Save Mary. What the hell? I don't remember any of these. Here it is. Lo and behold, Star Raiders. This was another one, like, he was really good at this, and I was just fucking terrible at it. I never really understood, like, what the hell you were doing. See, the problem with these games is he'd have to explain it to me at a young age, and a lot of them, you know, no box, no manual. So you were left to your own vices, try to figure things out. And he just gravitated towards them. I think he taught me how to play video games without manuals or instructions for the most part. But yeah, this is literally every time I play this game. I mean, it's the same fucking thing. Are those things flying by? Are they meteorites or missiles? I have no idea. And like, am I getting shot at? Like, I don't know how to read the damn thing. And yeah, I guess I could read the manual, but I prefer to go in blind because this is my experience as a kid. I had no idea. And that thing looks like a TIE fighter, goddammit. I always used to say it looks like a TIE fighter. And multiple people over time have corrected me and said it does not look like a TIE fighter. It is not the same design. I'm like, it's the fucking Atari. Everything looks similar to something else. To me, that looks like a Klingon warbird. Is it a Klingon warbird? No, it fucking isn't. But it looks like one to me in my eyes. I mean, you got these friggin' rudimentary shapes that just vaguely resemble what they're supposed to. It's not going to be a perfect representation of it. It's like, I don't know if there was a Star Trek game on the Atari, but I'm pretty sure the fucking Enterprise wasn't exactly replicated on this thing. I mean, E.T. from the E.T. game on Atari looks like a lump of shit when he walks around. And when he falls in the hole, it looks like a fucking chasm. It doesn't look like a friggin' hole. And if you ever played, Raiders of the Lost Ark on this thing, like, nothing resembles what it's supposed to for the most part. It's a game that requires you to play with 2 controllers on top of everything else. So on top of trying to figure out what every little thing on screen means, you're playing with 2 different controllers. Actually, people probably already know about that. I think AVGN did a video on that a while back, if I remember right. It's been a while since I watched anybody's stuff. I'm pretty sure he did someone did an all-encompassing video on it that was really entertaining to watch. I'll say that much. Or at least, oh yeah, you know what? It was him. He did the Indiana Jones games when the fourth movie was coming out. Yeah, it's the first part of that. It's the first part of that whole video. Okay, here's Super Breakout. Real. Huh. And mind my nose, I have a bit of a cold. But I mean, I don't know if I really need to play Breakout. It kind of just makes me want to play Arkanoid for some reason. I wonder why. Arkanoid, Doe's Revenge. Man, that was a great game. Huh. Nifty sounds. I don't remember the sounds, to be honest with you. Then again, who knows? I was playing this thing at the crack of dawn sometimes. I was not supposed to be awake. And my dad, once again, being the cool cat he was back then, you know, he knew. He knew, and he let me get away with it. My mother, on the other hand, was like, no, you're supposed to be sleeping. What the hell are you doing? And my father would be like, fuck it. Let him enjoy his youth, you know? Or as he said, don't fuck him out of his free time. And I remember not really understanding what he meant by that, but now having become an adult and working a full-time job, being married, I totally understand what he was talking about. Your free time is very valuable to you. And people are like, but you're spending your free time playing Atari games and talking about them. What does that say about you? It says that I'm nostalgic and fucking insane. Oh, God. Also says that I completely forgot about that. Crap. Also, this is worth noting, this is another game where the analog stick is replacing the trackball. And for this is not going to end well. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, so what was it on the Atari? Oh, I remember something about the Atari. So, a lot of people know Yars Revenge, right? Well, here's the thing. Never had the game as a kid. Even more scary, never played the game. To this day, I've never played the fucking game. I have no idea what it looks like or how it plays. I just know of it, you know, as its legendary status as being one of those games that everybody, like, loved to death. Oh, Christ. Yeah, this is hard to hit. This is really, really hard to hit right now. And my fucking nose will not stop running, goddammit. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that seems to have worked. I apologize. God damn it. And I swear to God, it's sinuses. It's not me getting misty-eyed. I'll admit I'm a little emotional here because I'm thinking back to my dad. I miss my dad. I've said that like 20 times. Oh God, no. Okay, speaking of my dad and lack of manuals. No hosted games found. Oh wait, these games have multiplayer? Oh shit. I'm gonna try that later. Okay, so Swordquest. Holy crap. A story behind this game. Man, if walls could talk. So, here's the thing. When I first fired this game up, since it was in my father's Atari collection that, you know, I first started playing when I was very young. When I first fired this fucking game up, I literally had no idea what I was doing. Years later, I've learned a bit, but here's the thing. I forget if it was like a year later after playing this for a while and just screwing around with it, playing those challenge rooms, which were nigh on impossible, I might add. One of them, I don't think to this day I've been able to beat one of those challenge rooms, to be honest with you, because it's just too damn difficult. But yeah, long story short is I would say it was about a year and a half. Digging around through some boxes, and I find some of the manuals and crap for the Atari games. I'm like, oh, cool. And then I find a comic book that has the same name as this game, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I think, speaking of challenge rooms, here's one from hell right here. So, for anybody not versed in this game, though I'm sure people online have talked about it at this point, at least somebody should have. Actually, this one's not that bad. You go into these rooms. It's basically the signs of the Zodiac, as far as I remember. I think this is Taurus's room, if I'm not mistaken. And you have to collect items, and based on how you handle the items in the rooms, I believe... what happens? I think numbers appear on screen. Maybe I'll get it to happen myself. And the numbers, and believe me, I didn't figure this out right away, the numbers correspond to pages in the damn comic book. So the reality is, if you didn't have the manual and the comic book for this game, you would have no friggin' idea what you were doing. Even worse is that it all kind of just ties into a contest that's long since over. So, you could play the... Oh god, I'm almost through. Wow. Damn it! That was my one shining moment. Now watch. I'm gonna fail. Yeah, see, I'm gonna fail it every fucking time, because now my nerves are frazzled. But yeah, there was a contest. I forget what the hell you won. It's probably in this extra section in this compilation here. But, for God's sake. And I feel like a nuclear launch is being conducted next to my head because of these sounds. Or a missile's being launched, or something. That's the wonder of Atari, man. Gotta say, the visuals on this barrier thingy actually look pretty cool. But yeah, so the contest is over. You're not gonna win it, obviously. And playing this game without the manual to explain the basics or that comic makes it basically impossible to enjoy. Which sucks, because it's a possibility you might pick this game up and like, oh, an Atari game, cool. Because who would expect an Atari game to be complex? Those who played Raiders of the Lost Ark and a few other Atari games, okay, yeah, I know there's a few of them. There's a few Atari games that can actually win or get close to winning, where pretty much everything is about, the score. Or close enough to it, or just the fame that comes with, oh, I kicked this thing's ass like 200 times. Or I got up to like level 35 of a game that goes on forever, if you want to even call them levels, or stages or whatnot. But, yeah, what you're seeing here is basically me playing this blind without any idea of what I'm doing. I have no idea what these things mean, what they indicate. Assumably, like I said, the signs, I believe it's the signs of the Zodiac. I believe the whole thing is structured like the signs of... God damn it, not this again. Yeah, I've had enough of the fucking nuclear waterfalls, thanks. Are they really nuclear? I don't know. Fucking rainbow waterfalls? Whatever, loud-ass waterfalls. But yeah, the funniest thing was, I remember my dad, when I asked him about this game, because it was his... He said, oh yeah, that fucking game. He's like, I have no fucking idea. He says, I got it when I was younger, and like, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. And I'm like, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. He's like, we should combine forces and not give a fuck together. I remember laughing my ass off at that. The problem is I did give a fuck. And the sounds in these stages, like this one right here, are iconic to me because I heard them non-fucking stop. Just random ass sounds. Beep. Boop. Honk. It sounds so goddamn weird. Damn it! I used to be good at this one too. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I remember it was me and him. We were trying to figure this game out, and we just couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. And there was a challenge room, and we couldn't get through it. And it was like one of the first times I legitimately heard my father rage. And a lot of people may not know this, but my Armake 21 character from way back when, who I'm basically ashamed of nowadays, but I still remember, he's based a lot on my father, because my father, let's put it this way, he cursed a lot. I did not learn cursing and swearing and stuff from R-rated movies or other elements. Like, people blame violent video games and violent TV and shit for all the violence in the world and all the bad potty language and stuff coming out of people's mouth. No, I would look directly at the parents in most cases, because 9 out of 10 says either one of the main parents is doing something around their kids they shouldn't be doing, especially when it comes to cursing and swearing, or something's afoot. Either way, I'm not saying that's every single case, but I'm saying in my case, how did I learn how to drop F-bombs like no one's business? My father. Yeah, it was definitely my fault. Oh my god, I did it. Fuck yeah. I still got it. Feels good just to complete shit like that. I don't give a fuck about the main goal of this game. But yeah, what the fuck are these things? I don't even know. That looks like a water vase. That looks like maybe a talisman? And what room am I in? Is this... What does that look like to you? A fish? Pisces? Maybe? I have no idea, man. This is probably Capricorn. Which is my astrological sign, no less. That's pretty funny. Oh god, this one. Yeah, no. I'm dying to see if I can get through this, but I highly doubt it. So, You can pass through them. The problem is the hit detection is really biased here. If you even come in contact with one friggin' thing, you're going down. And it resets the whole fucking thing. You have to wait for an exact opening and then pass through. You have to literally get the timing down perfection. Otherwise you're going down. As you just saw like 3 times. You saw me make it a part way and then I just get stopped dead in my oh my god, I did it. Wow. I remember this being a lot harder. Wait, that looks like a centaur. Who the hell room is this? My astrological sign information is really wonky at best. Is that the crab? What the hell is that? I really don't know. That's a scale. The scale was... What was it? Libra? So, anyway, if I remember right, you drop the items in the rooms, and then what happens is if you drop the right item in the room, or you go in with the right item or something, it flashes 2 different numbers or something. It's like this humongous, like, rainbow pulsating thing appears. And it gives you the numbers, and you refer to the comic book for that, and then you go from there. Oh god, Warlords, hell yes. It's kind of cool that you can rotate the boxes. I don't know why I keep fucking with that. Okay. And, but why can't I... Why do I have... Why did you kill yourself in 3 seconds, Green? The hell is wrong with you? Oh, it's using... Okay, it's using the analog. Shit, this is not a comfortable control scheme for this game. Okay, so one thing I remember is you could catch the damn thing and you could fling it at Mach 10 if you wanted to. Yeah, I am not comfortable with this control for this. Let's see if I can get this fucker. Why is blue always my arch nemesis? Every fucking time. I'm telling you, since the time I've been playing this game as a kid, from the first time to now, blue is always out to get me. And he always winds up getting that kill on purple. Every fucking time without fail. He's trying to get same fucking thing. This game has not changed an inch from when I was a kid. He's literally going to try to kill purple, and he's going to kill me because I'm going to make two or three stupid ass mistakes. Watch. Yeah, Warlords. This is a great fucking game. This is a great variant on your Pong type games and brick breaking games. I don't know if they ever remade this game, but they really should consider doing another one if they haven't. I almost got you. Almost got you, mother... I'm gonna kill him. You're not getting him, Blue. I'm getting him. Screw you, Blue. It's not happening, Blue. I'm getting this. I'm getting this. I think... Now he's just fucking with me. Now he's just gonna bounce it back and forth. See, he's just gonna bounce it back and forth, back and forth. Now when I move ever so slightly, it's got the son of a bitch every time without fail. Are you taunting me, you piece of shit? He's fucking taunting me. He literally just taunted me. He's like, look, I'm just gonna destroy my own base because you can't do it because you suck ass. God damn, son of a... Now this is AI. Great, I'm literally destroying my own friggin' fortress. Oh, Christ. Jesus Christ. I really... Oh, my God. Again. Wow, history just repeated itself entirely. That game was a ton of fun with people. Yars Revenge. Okay, so as mentioned, I didn't have this game as a kid. I'm going to assume I just have to shoot that damn thing. That'd be my guess, anyway. And why is there something floating towards me? I have to collect that? Do I have to grab it? No, I do not. That kills me. Okay. Also, that kills me. Okay, what doesn't kill me in this game? Probably nothing. Okay, the music changed, sound changed rather, but nothing else changed. That's not doing shit. That didn't do anything. What the fuck do I have to do? I don't... I have not got a clue. What in the hell am I supposed to be doing? I feel like an idiot. This is an Atari game. There's one button and a fucking... and you move. You have one button for actions, and that's it. I know for a fact this game... Son of a bitch. Wow. Okay. I gotta look this up. I feel retarded. I feel dumb. Like I can't figure out Yars' Revenge on the Atari 2600. Wow, these manuals are warped. They took pictures of for this or whatever. Oh, interesting. A quotal, shield, cells, destroyer, something. The Zorlon cannon, the neutral zone. Holy shit. Yeah. I'll read a bit of this and then I'll come back to this. Okay. Okay, I think I finally figured this shit out after a couple minutes of reading. So, I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay. So what you gotta do is you gotta shoot yourself in the ass. That's what you gotta do. Okay, so for anybody wondering how you play Yars' Revenge who somehow missed out on this, a lot of people say this is a classic. I totally missed out on this one. This does seem like it would have been a really cool game. Jesus, Mary, this is a challenging game too. Visually, this is really cool looking, I'm gonna say right now. So yeah, you gotta eat the parts of it, and then you gotta line up a shot using this. Dodge the shot, and hope it hits the center mass, and then you get the victory, apparently. And I'm hoping the victory is gonna be like something really epic, something I'm gonna remember. Something for my dad. God rest his soul. I'm actually kind of pissed I didn't have this as a kid. This is fucking awesome. Okay, so when you're in the neutral zone, you can't shoot at the thing. Okay, that was pretty goddamn close. We're getting there. Oh, shit. Fuck farts. Okay. Okay. I got this. I hate that thing that flies around you. It's so fucking annoying. Whoa! Holy shit. Okay, that was epic. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. That is really damn cool. That is really damn cool. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, this game definitely lives up to its legacy, and why the hell am I wasting time with this shit? I should just be shooting openings. Oh, god damn it. I hate that little bastard. I forget what it's called, but it has a name. Because they give it a name. Everything's got a name in the manual. And that thing that just killed me and took my last life is a fucking swirl. That is an awesome game. I'm going to come back for more for that later. Yeah, sure, why not? I love this game. My uncle actually got me this game when I was younger. Or it was... No, I think it was his and he gave it to me. And I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with this if they've seen Ready Player One, since this is one of those pivotal things, or read the book for that matter. This is one of those games where you technically need a manual to play it, but it can be tricky. At least I thought it was. I don't know. I was a kid. Who the fuck knows? Or you just stab him, backwards. I always thought you had to have the arrow out to kill the damn thing. Yeah, I could swear to that. There was a point where I played and I was playing and I couldn't kill the fucking... That's a dragon, by the way. At least Wait, is it a dragon? You know what? In my mind, it's a fucking dragon. It's a dragon. That's it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I would have to position... Oh, damn it. I love how it's like the simplest thing and I'm still somehow fucking getting lost. It's like ridiculous. And I think... Oh god, not you. Wait, what the hell? I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember what the fuck you do with this thing. And there's the evil castle. Actually, I don't know if it's evil. I just know I know it's the black or dark castle or some crap like that. You know what? Maybe I should take that with me just in case. I'm sorry. I'm just reminiscing here about how this game is completely soundless. Holy crap. It's kind of unnerving, actually. Now I think of the thematics here. It's like there's not a damn... Only when you pick stuff up is there sound, or when the thing comes after you. That's it. Aside from that, it's dead silence. And this maze... I don't understand how I keep getting lost in the simplest maze on Earth. I must really be stupid today. Let's go down. Oh, wait, no, it's not a dead end. That's a dead end. Congratulations, Marcus. You're an idiot. Ah, for God's sake. Alright, this is gonna go... No, it's gonna go back out, isn't it? No. Yes. How am I fucking lost in this game? God almighty, I played this game to death as a kid. Am I really lost? And what is with that bar on the end there? Oh, or, you know, just get the key. Cool. That's it, really? Nothing else is gonna come do anything? Wasn't there more bad guys or something? It was like a bat or some shit? I could swear. I'm one of those like people that does not want to look stuff up online. I don't want to look things up. I don't want to know how to do anything. I want to just go in, not blind, but I want to go in the way I experienced it when I was younger. The whole idea behind this is to experience all this like when I was a kid, but with the mouth of a fucking 35-year-old adult. Yeah, this is it. The key goes. You go in there. You get the key in there, and that's it, right? What the hell is... Oh yeah, that's a magnet, right? Yep, that is definitely a magnet. Okay, let's take this magnet with us. That's kind of cool. Oh shit! Oh, yeah, no, we're going. Oh, maybe I thought that was a bat? Could I have really mistaken that as a bat as a kid? Yeah, you know what? I probably could have. It was kind of stupid. That is not a bat. I want to say... I don't think it's the Holy Grail, but... No, maybe it was. Honestly, God, I don't remember. See, the fun of these games is use your imagination. It's whatever the fuck you please. So I'm going to say that's the Holy Grail, or a Grail or something of value and importance. But once you get it back there, you win. And that's pretty much it. And that is Adventure. Holy shit. But yeah. So, an interesting look back at Atari games here. You know, I'm not going to really play the other ones that I didn't own, but, you know, it was kind of fun to look back. It was kind of fun to do this, and like I said, it's more about Father's Day and me just remembering my father and the good times we had playing the Atari 2600. Hopefully this didn't bore you too much. I hope everybody is having, everybody enjoyed the video for what it's worth, and to all those fathers out there, happy Father's Day. And, yeah, ciao.